her in here. 1 minute. Oh, there we go. I don't want that flopping down there, do we? Right, I'm just going to refresh my bit. Oh, hey up. I might need to put, let me just put another. We've lost the stand. We've lost the video stand. I'll look a bit as I'm on it. There we go. What's that? It's on a bit of a wobble, isn't it? Oh, dear me. Oh, let me lower this. I'm not quite sure what's going on in the office. Why won't I? Now then, why won't it let me see the comments? Come on. Have I got anything smaller to, oh, here we go. This might be better. Yay! My cat box was too tall. Why is this? There's the comments, there we go. Well, can I just tell you, the weather here, oh Diane, hello, I'll see you tomorrow. The weather here is beautiful, but it's a little bit hot for me. A little bit hot. Jess, I'll see you tomorrow as well. Hello. Tammy, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodness me. All of those who are on the weekend, you don't need to buy now. We have allocated you supplies and you've got freebies. So if you are on my weekend this weekend, don't bother ordering. We've got everything here for you and we've got freebies to go with the stuff. If you order on Ranger as well, the first 100 orders today get one of my sticker pads, which is normally, I think they're $17.99, $18. So first 100 orders on Ranger. I'll remind you again in a bit. So who did I miss there? I missed people. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. So yes, Emmy will be on somewhere. Yes, Emmy will be. So warm, so warm. So I had my fan on, but it was a bit too noisy. So, oh, Stampers Anonymous, I will be with you on Tuesday, and then we have another release on Wednesday as well. So we've got a release today, and then we have, there's Emmy, and then we have a release next Wednesday as well. Okay. So, but the fan there is not as noisy. My fan here is really noisy. So I'm in my office, and you might not recognise it because it's very tidy. I tidied up. I had a massive, yes, Marilyn's coming in July. I'll see some of you in July. I'm just going to put my hair in this bobble. I had a big tidy up. So, right, there's quite a few of you on. So shall we commence? I'll start with you facing forward, okay? And then I'll put you up into the stand. They came back from NAMTA, which is the trade show, and we can't find the stand. So I'm going to have to put you in my stand, which is a bit wobbly. That's what they can see, this white thing. So it might bounce a bit. But anyway, it is what it is. Lee! Miss Lee's there as well. Okay, so it's release time. So the first thing that I have to release is 3 more stencils. Now, large and small. So 3 large, 3 small. Again, they're made for doodling and they're made for using as stencils. Okay, so this is the large one. This is to replace giraffe. This is urchins. Okay, so this is to replace giraffe that disappeared. So we have the large urchins and we have the small urchins. Okay. Then this one has been packaged upside down. I'm not sure. It's meant to be that way up, but this is, it's called On Point, okay, and it actually goes that way up. So it's a diamond with a flat bottom, but for some reason it's packaged this way, which looks rather nice. Looks lovely where it as it is. This one is packaged the right way up, so we have large and small of those, and this one, which I can't stop using all of them actually. Nearly all the samples are doodle stencils. So this one, absolutely adore. This one is Crazy Paving. Okay, so it's Crazy Paving, but if you look, you can actually, oops, going the wrong way, you can actually see flowers in there as well. Can you see here? So there are some flowers in there as well. And so we have Crazy Paving in large and small. Can you see this flower? So it is Crazy Paving, but you can have it for all sorts. So, and that's the last of the doodle stencils so far. Okay, so that makes 7 of the doodle stencils. And again, I'll show you lots of samples and things to do with them. I'm just going to put that over there. Just going to have a quick waft. Next, oh my gosh, I've been waiting well, not patiently. So years ago, I had some diary ink pads, okay, and then they were slowly discontinued, but the back, they were archival ink, but we didn't actually say they're archival ink. So I'm back. I have got 4 sets of the ink pads, and this time they come with re-inkers, okay, so you can re-ink all your ink pads, okay. So the pads come in a set of 4. I've got 4 sets, so a set of 4. The re-inkers you can buy separately, okay. So there is 16 ink pads, 4 sets of 4, and there is 16 of the re-inkers. They are archival re-ink, so you can't mix them with water. They're not the type that you can water down like my inks. Can't put them in the water brushes, etc. But so there's 16 of the ink pads. So the first set, we have Black Marble, Bubblegum Pink, Calypso Teal, and Dirty Martini. Okay, this was the original. When we had the big pad, that was the original, and then we have the re-inkers. The second set, set 2, is Squeezed Orange, Postbox Red, London Blue, and Cut Grass. Okay, so that's set 2. Set 3 is Pure Sunshine, Funky Fuchsia, Polished Jade, and Vibrant Turquoise. And the last set, and I've got samples of all the sets and everything. The last set is Laid Back Lilac, Cranberry Juice, Tree Bark, and Balmy Nights. And I'm just going to show you this that Jay did, and they are superb. Where have they gone? Here we go. Let me just show you. Okay. Hang on, I'm in the wrong order. 2, 3, 4. This is set 1. Okay, so Black Marble, Bubblegum Pink, Calypso Teal, Dirty Martini. They're in set 1. Set 2, Squeezed Orange, Postbox Red, London Blue, Cut Grass. I mean, honestly, these are just, oh. And when you see what's coming next week and what I've done with them next week as well. Set 3, Pure Sunshine, Funky Fuchsia, Polished Jade, Vibrant Turquoise. Set 4, Laid Back Lilac, Cranberry Juice, Tree Bark, and Balmy Nights. And then she also did a little colour chart of them all, so you can see them all together like that. And these will be up, they'll be photoed, they'll be up Emmy will post them up above. They're in stock. Stampers Anonymous have got everything. Art from the Heart in the UK has got everything. Ranger, we've got everything. And stores will be getting them any day. So 4 sets of the ink pads. Now, they will fit in Tim's archival tin. But, you know me, I love a box. Oh, just look at those. I just love a box. So I've got them all in a box. Okay, that's how I will be using them. But they do fit in the Tim's tin. People say to me all the time, are you going to bring out storage? No, I just use Tim's. He has such good storage. Why do I need to bring anything else? Okay, last thing, and I'll talk about these things in a minute. Last thing that we have. You ready? Are you ready? Oh, a large ledger journal. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I brought out the square ledger journal about a year ago and I loved it, but they'd made the print lighter than I really wanted. So they had and do you remember me talking about it? It's very pale. Can you see? And I wanted it darker. So we have the large one with, you ready? Darker print. So it has darker print. So it's exactly the same. I have large lines grid. I think they should be up. They should be up on the website. And then smaller lines and dots. Okay, it's gorgeous. It's just it's in my normal paper. There's 48 sheets in here. So 2 style of ledgers, 2 style, I don't know where the bundle. If Ranger's watching, is the bundle up down? Ben has a bundle on Art from the Heart. Stampers Anonymous have a bundle. If you are a store that is getting them any day, post on here. Post on here and say, you know, I'm the store at so-and-so, I'm getting it. I haven't actually seen anybody today to stores, but I could have easily missed them. Okay, so we have the so the first 100 on Ranger, remember you're going to get this, but if you're coming to the weekend, we'll have, because I'll throw extras in when you get here. Ben has allocated you product put away specially for when you get here, and there's different bits and things. Okay, don't shout at Ranger, they may be busy. Emmy's found them, they're on there. Emmy says they're on there. She's put you a link on. Who did I miss there? Oops, hang on, I missed. Who's Beaverton? Hang on, where did I miss? I just missed something. Pandemonium Arts and Crafts, that's the first one I've seen. But anyway, so we have the large journal, we have the 4 packs of ink pads, we have the 16 re-inkers, and we have the 3 large stencils, the 3 small. So I'm going to flip the camera and I'm going to show you. Oh, they've changed the name, that's why. Megan, Pandemonium Arts and Crafts Supplies was Paper Parachute, that's why I didn't do it. Right, let's flick you round and let's get the samples out for you. Now these inks I've used a lot in next week's as well. Top secret, some people might have had sneak peeks. If you are part of the Dandelion, you've probably had a sneak peek from some from next week. Now then, let me just check. Did that come right? Oh, it's the wrong way round. Why is it the wrong way round? 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. That way, and that way. Oh, look at that. There wasn't even a panic there. I just corrected it. That was my pile that it was sat on. So I'm sorry it's not coming as far across as I would like it, because it's a bit Heath Robinson today, and it will wobble. Okay, so what shall we start with? I think we will start with whatever's in here. Okay, whatever's in this pile here, because these are sort of things that I do on the plane or I do wherever. So I think these are all, apart from that one, I think these are all stencils. Okay, so these are probably large because they're just easier to work with on a plane. So this is On Point. Okay, oh, wrong one. So this is the On Point stencil. If you can see here, I drew around it and then I coloured each one in a different colour with the inky water brushes. I did the Tim, Spritz and Flick, and then I doodled in between each one. Okay, I just did a different doodle in between there. So that was that one, which is rather nice, isn't it? Oh, actually, these are both on point. And that's another one on point, which I am rather partial to. So this one, again, I drew around it, then I coloured in, where the stencil is, I coloured that in. And this is a braid background. So this was a blank background and I added paint. Why are we going blurry? Hang on. I'm not quite sure why it's blurring. Is that better? That's better. So sorry. Is that better? Is it still blurring? Oh, the trials. The trials. That's better. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, so this was a blank piece and then I coloured it with the inky water brushes. So you can see I coloured down in stripes. This one was on a braid background, so it's braid paint on the background there. And then I just went in and doodled, okay? So all these samples are doodled, but in the journal, I'll show you all the inky, you know, painty way that I use them, but these are all sort of doodled. So this one here is the large, oh, where's that gone? What? I don't know what's occurring today. Here we go. It's the large one of these. It's large crazy paving, okay, which looks totally different the way I've done it here. And again, I did it onto a blank let's see, I think it fits. Does it fit like that? No, does it fit like that? There we go. So I drew around it, okay, coloured in each section, and then I did alternate circles and stripes in there, okay. So that was that one. Same again, same stencil. This time I just did it black, white and grey. Okay, so coloured it this time, left the outside white, coloured in here, just drew some flowers in, and then coloured in with Balmy Nights. Oh, it's slate grey actually. And then this one is a combination of this with this underneath. Okay, so if you look where the black is, it's crazy paving. If you look underneath, you can see On Point. So that one is a collection of both of them together. Then we're on to the urchins. Okay, because they reminded me of sea urchins. So we have urchin. This one I just drew flowers in. Oh, another On Point. Another On Point. This one is done with the diamond dust. I've painted it with the diamond dust. The Pure Sunshine Reinker has been replenished, okay. So Can you see how shiny that is? So that's the diamond dust, and then you really need to wait for it to dry before you go in and doodle on the top. So with this one I went that way, with this one I went that way. So you can see there's just 3 of them and they look so different together. What have we got left? So just some little ones that I've not quite finished. So this is Crazy Paving, this one is Urchin, and then this is all of the colours. This is all 16 of the colours together. Okay, so that's those, and they will all be up. They'll be all, Emmy will post them all up above. So now let's go into the journal. I'm going to start in the black journal. So this is the black dot. Okay, it's the black dot grid journal, and this is what I was doing on the plane. So I've got to find them first. There we go. These are things that I was actually doing on the plane. Okay, so if you like, you know, like the ledger, we have the large with the darker. We have the smaller with that has the lines and the squares. I'll still be using both, but we also have the dot grid, which just has dots on. So this is large and small urchins. Okay, so I don't know which way up it is. That way. There we go. There's the small. I drew round it. So this one was did on the plane. Okay, so I drew round it and put the little things in, and then I popped this on top, whichever way up it goes, that way, and drew round it, and I did. So this is a paint pen, this is aqua green, and this is pale lilac. Okay, so that was one. I just have to be careful because I don't want you to see. Oh, there's one I prepared. I'm always doing stuff on the air, on the plane. Here's another one that I did on the plane. So this is on point, and this is in the rainbow colours. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then I just continued. And this was so relaxing to do. It was so soothing. Now, what I quite often do is I will outline it in white. So I do it in white, and then I put the colours on the top, and it makes them pop more. Because some colours, for example, blue, purple, and sometimes red, don't really show brilliantly together, okay, on black. So if you outline everything in white first, and then you get this absolutely gorgeous background. Now, all of these are backgrounds. Will I put something on? I might do, I might not. I don't know. But I just, when I'm doing them for a launch, I very rarely do finished pages, because if I do finished pages, you don't get to see the products as much. So bear that in mind. They will get finished over time. Let me find, here's another one. So this is Crazy Paving. So this is Crazy Paving again. Hang on, which way? That way. No, not that way. That way. There we go. Yeah. So with this one, I drew round it, okay. I coloured in, I made squares in the back. So I used the dots to make the checks in the back, and then I drew flowers and I used the dots again. Whenever you've got like the ledger journal, the dot journal, use those dots, the ones that are in, to, you know, to your advantage. So, and I just loved doing this. I loved doing them. A lot of the doodling is therapeutic. I'm never bothered what it looks like. It's the actual doing of it. That was one of last release's stamps. What else have I got in here? What else in here? That one, that was on the plane. Okay, so this is using the small. I do this a lot. I use large and small. So this is using the small Crazy Paving, which I drew round, and the large Crazy Paving. So I drew round it again, put this one on the outside, and very, very simple. I used 3 colours. So I used yellow, orange and pink. So on this one, the flowers were yellow, the outline was pink. On this one, the flowers were pink, the outline was yellow. And then I just used orange for the inside and the little bits of the stamens. And again, it's the doing. And these will all be, actually, I don't think I have sent Emmy these photos. So these the photos from the plane might go up slightly later. Okay. So, oh, that was a Christmas one. That was fun, wasn't it? That was the last release as well. There was a lot done in this release. That's as far as I got on this one. I might leave this one in black and white. So this is what I do. I do it in black and white, and then I go to the colours and put the colours on the top to make them pop. So sometimes I decide to leave them. So this is the small on point, okay, and large on point on the outside. And again, I could just put a quote, I could put some die cuts, I could put some stamps, I could put anything on there. That's really simple to do. That is urchins just waiting. This is another one using the, I can't stop using this one, the crazy paving. So this time what I did was I put the small crazy paving in the corner and drew around it. You can see when I do that. And then I did the, put the large coming down these two sides. Okay, so it was the black book that I had on the plane. So none of these Emmy has got a photo of. I think that might be it. That might be all of them in here. Yes, so now let's go to the brand new ledger book. Oh my gosh. So this ledger book has got all sorts. It's got the inks in, it's got the stamps in, it's got everything. So let me just show you a bit. You can see now the difference between the print. Can you see? This is the original. Still love this. Still love it. Won't stop using it. But it wasn't dark enough. I asked them to lighten it and they lightened it just that touch too much. So with this one, I said I want it darker. I like to see it coming through. If you don't like to see it coming through, this one is probably your best bet. So that was the squares and the things. And then here, oh, hang on. You got a sneak peek of next week there. Here is the dots and the lines on this one. And that's what it looks like here. So all the way through the book, through the journal, it does, when I say large lines, they're slightly wider. So to me, this is like an exercise book. This is like a ledger. So it goes exercise book, grid, ledger, dots. Exercise book, grid, ledger, dots. Exercise book, grid, ledger, dots, all the way through. Still in the signatures, which has become my signature. So if you actually, each signature is 2 pieces of card together. So each signature contains all of them. Now, I've got one of these books and I've just ripped it all to bits so I can use the paper everywhere else as well, because there's 48 sheets. So it's still good value, but that's how your book is. It's still got the signatures. It's still, I'm not going to change the formula because it's just an amazing formula. It's still got the envelope at the front. Okay, so let's see what I've done with it. So this is what a slightly battered one looks like. So I'm upside down. Here we go. Now there might be some sneak peeks in here. So again, I haven't got time to do too many more samples for next week. So I was trying to get them ready. Oh, nice spaghetti. Let's see. Oh, so just paint. Here we have the cocktail paints, and I wanted to leave some like this so you can see that the right lines come through. Now do remember the cocktail paints are a lot more translucent than the others, so you're going to see it more. But so you can see I've used the on point here with the orange cocktail paint, and I've used the urchins with the pink cocktail paint. So not only have I done them as doodling like this, I use them the normal way as well. Okay, so we have that. Now there's a few sneak peeks on here, but how gorgeous is this page? How gorgeous. I just keep doing this on this page So these were some of the newer colours that I last brought out. This is, there's tree bark and cranberry juice on here, and, oh goodness me, I've forgotten my other one, the chocolate drop. So there's chocolate drop, cranberry juice and tree bark on here. And these inks on these stamps that nothing to see here at the moment, but these are the inks. So this is cranberry juice, and I did it quite strong, and then I just let it stamp off. And then here we've got tree bark underneath as well. And I just love this page, even though it's spring. This is normally me for spring. I'm still a bit autumn vibes here, so absolutely gorgeous. So this is incorporating the ink pads. Okay, same here, just pretend you haven't seen what else is on there, just, you know, ignore. So we have the small crazy paving in the background, and we have the small on point in the background, and then this is Pure Sunshine ink pad, and this is Dirty Martini ink pad. Okay, now whenever I have like the ledgers, I love to use what's already there. So this was the grid page, so I've used the grids to draw grids and draw lines. Okay, so you know, you just utilize it. So this was the page as it started. I drew a shape here, and then you can see I cornered off and drew the grid on each corner, and then I drew the lines. Make use of what's there, you know, with it. If it's in the dots, do the fancy dot grid, etc. But I just wanted a little page coming through. You know me for having little cutouts. On here, I kept it quite simple. I used the lines that are already there. I used 2 lines at a time, and I just kept it simple with pink and lilac pen. And this way I've wrote, and then I've wrote this way. Okay, and then I've done a lovely chart of the inks. So this is all of the inks in colour order rather than kit order. Okay, so these are the greens. You can see I've got Cut Crass, Dirty Martini, Polished Jade. We go into the blues. We've got Calypso Teal, Vibrant Turquoise, London Blue, Laid Back Lilac, Bubblegum Pink, Funky Fuchsia, into the reds, Postbox Red, Cranberry Juice, coming lighter again, Squeezed Orange, Pure Sunshine, Tree Bark, Balmy Nights, Black Marble. So these are the inks. Okay, these are in set order in here, but I normally have them in like rainbow or colour order. I normally have all my greens together. I normally have all my etc. At home, I have a little Perspex set of drawers, and they all fit in one drawer. Okay, so that's how I have them at home. So these are, I've been waiting for these inks for ages, as you can tell. So some of the stamps that have been released in the meantime were just crying out for the inks, and now we've got them. Okay, so that was just from, I think it was from Sampler. It was either from the 2 sewing stamps, and then I've just put a little border of the stitching round as well. Okay, so this page here, this is using, let me put something underneath it so you can see it a little better to start with. Let me try this. Okay, so this page, again, I wanted to utilize the checks on it. So this is using Martha's Mahusive Mat. Okay, so I drew the mat down, cut out the in-betweens, and then I used the grid of the ledger to draw around the edges, and I coloured this in black, and again used the grid to do the inside. And then the alphabet stamp, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for these colours for ages. So this actually says Dylusions Archival Ink, and it fits perfectly, so there's 20 spots on there. So get your alphabet stamp back out. It's just going to be amazing. If you are at the Akron show next Friday or Saturday, not this weekend, the weekend after, I will be demoing all this. Stampers Anonymous will have it all at the show. I will be demoing. I will have this journal with me. I will also have my new Stampers Anonymous release with me as well. Oh, How exciting. Can you tell I'm a bit giddy? Can you tell? Can you tell? So anyway, so the back of the page, I wanted to use the lines. You can see the lines that were already on there. So I, this is Dirty Martini with the, oh my gosh, the new grey, Rainy Day. And then you can see the stencils that are in there. And then I just wrote across it and just outlined it, okay? This is a stencil from last time. This is the hexacomb. But again, I wanted to actually utilise the dots, the dot grid. So I've utilised the dot grid. This is hand drawn. You could put your stencil on. This is hand drawn. And you can see I've accented the dots on there. Another one with on point. So again, I drew it, and every one of these I've used the grid to make the pattern. So you can see the grid underneath. So on here I've made it into checks, upright stripes, bigger checks and horizontal stripes. Okay, so I utilised the pages. Okay. No, my products don't go into Michael's, they go into Independence. I have in Michael's 2 of my journals, a large journal and a small journal. But yeah, would support your independence really. So then I cut a few of these out, okay, and again I wrote on the back. Now on the back I used my square journal block from the last release. It's still got the stamps on. I used this one. And I drew the frame at the top, I turned it, I drew the frame at the bottom, because I love this lopsided frame that you get with that one. Again, you can see I've used all the stencils in the back, I've used all the stamps in the back, and then I wrote across it, and then I outlined it. So then I've cut them out, and they're actually on my desk at home, but I was going to use it for something else. So anyway, there you go. This page has a little secret in the background. This is a secret stamped in the new inks. So first of all, I took the cocktail inks and I made the stripes across, and then I took the secret and I inked it. So this is Pure Sunshine, this is Cut Grass, and this is London Blue, and it actually joins the whole way through. Okay, it's dead easy. It's so exciting to do. But and then what I want to do, and I totally ran out of time, can you see the flowers now with the big petals? Can you see there's one there, there's one there, there's one there? So what I wanted to do as well was do some on a page and then cut these out, and I just ran out of time. Cut those out and pop them on another page and just draw a long stem. I just thought that would be so fun to do, okay? But I'll demo this next week, all right? Here we go again. I wanted to use the lines. So this is using the square journal block again. I can't take the stamp off because I'll drop it. So square journal block again. This time I did the 2 shaped sides, turned it round, did the other 2 shaped sides, okay? I used the stencils inside. So this is Urchins, this is On Point. And again, I used the lines, you can see, to make the lines on there. And just added some collage and used the lines to write to keep it available. What I just don't know what to say about this background, and it was so easy. This is the stamp from, oh my gosh, where is it? I haven't got it on me. This was one that I brought out not so long ago, and you've seen me do this loads with the dust, but look at it in the ink pads. I just chose 3 colours. I chose Squeezed Orange, Postbox Red and Bubblegum Pink, and it's just stunning. It's just stunning, ready to put something on the top. Okay, so love that. This one here, again, I drew around the small On Point. Okay, so did the small On Point first, and did it with the cocktail paints, okay, light cocktail paints. Drew round, did the, again with cocktail paints on the top, okay, and then on here I put the writing stencil. I think it's called Right Now, I think. I placed that on the top, did it with black, and I just really like that. I just think it makes a gorgeous frame. I don't need to put anything else on, you know. So there's 3 stencils on here really, and this is hand stenciling, but hand doodling. But if you don't like hand doodling, you can stamp in here, you can do all sorts, you know. Another page. So this is the page, okay, without next week's edition, without the ink pads on, and this is the page with the ink pads on. Can you see? So this is the page, how I would normally do it. Couple of colours, 2 lots of stencils in 3 areas. Beautiful. This is the page with the ink pads and next week's special edition. Can you see the difference? This is beautiful, but this has got that extra zhuzh. Okay, so that's that one there. This one is just not finished, but this is the urchins, and again I used the dots that are already there to draw the grid. You could put the dot grid stencil on, but this was from the last release. This is the street map stencil, and again I've used the checks. Okay, I've utilised the checks. I've done small checks in the background of here, and then I've done double checks. So this has got 1 check, this has got the 4 checks put together. Okay, so that was that one. Same with this. This was the crazy paving again. So what I did with this one, the first thing I did was I took my inky brushes and I just made the swathes of colour. So it's the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Instead of indigo I put pink, and then I put violet. So I just made stripes, and then I did the Tim flick, spritz with water. First thing Tim ever taught me. Flicked it down, mopped it up to get the background. Then I placed the stencil on the top. Okay. Then I drew the black lines, and then I used the dots that were already there. But you could take the last one, the dot grid stencil from last time, and draw it in. And it's just like to me it's like a kaleidoscope. Okay. This page, again, I did the cocktail paints. I used On Point and Urchin in the background. I drew the border with the normal journal block with the original journal block, drew the border and wanted to utilise the lines. So I drew a shape in the middle, and you can see the lines through. And it's just so easy to write when it's like that, because you just follow the lines. So very simple page, easy to do. Etc. Again, these were some of the newer colours from last time. We've got Rainy Day, we've got the green and the blue, using the smaller of the stencils in there. But again, you can see the checks show through. So it's going to be easy to put borders on, to do writing. Oh, that's a next week. We'll just skip over that. Here we are again on the dot one. The background is with the cool cocktails. This is the small crazy paving. This actually is the middle of the cutout page. It's the middle of this page, okay? Because you don't waste anything. So I drew that on there and then I cut it out. You don't waste anything at all. So again, this was on a grid page, and can you see I've done the checks underneath. It might be too faffy for a lot of you, but for me it's just perfect. So that's cut out and stuck on. But again, I don't know if you can see in the background, I've actually utilised the dots, and I've picked up some of the green and some of the blue that's in the background, and I've just made little dots down it, just in those spare edges. You know, while you've got these things on there, you need to utilise them. Again, On Point in the centre, urchins on the outside. I'll probably doodle the outside and put whatever I'm putting, but you can still see the dots through. So it is darker. If you're not so keen on the darker, go for the square. Okay, I'll still be using both all the time. This page again had some of the newer darker colours. in the background. And then I sectioned a piece off. I have one of the silhouette stencils. I think this is this Walk in the Park? No, this isn't. It's not Ladies Who Lunch. It's Night at the Opera. So I placed her on, went round with it, put On Point on top, and this time I did it with the black paint. This time doodled on the background of it. Can you see? And I think she looks stunning. I love that. Used the lines to write on again. Again, used the lines to make the border, and look how neat it looks because I've used the lines. So he's, oh my gosh, Lady in Waiting's on. Hiya, darling. This one is on the dot page and it's the urchins, but again, every shape has used the dots. So in here, I've made this grid. In here, I've made checks. I've made smaller checks, smaller grid. Everyone utilises the shape that's underneath. Okay. So there will be loads more of the, you know, silhouettes are my bag. There'll be loads of pages with those. Anyway, moving on. So this one, I was just using up whatever ink I had, whatever paint I had left on my blending tool. So just a lovely hazy background, perfect for writing on. I'm going to be doing a lot. Most of my writing will be done in this journal because it's got those straight lines to make it really easy to see. Better move on. There's another one just using 3 colours. Okay, so we have Cut Grass, we have London Blue, and we have Calypso Teal here. And they're just stunning. And then this time I just did some little lines in between. Okay, these are waiting for stamps to go on, waiting for collage to go on. But, you know, I couldn't put anything on. I just had to stroke them. This is another page. I can't bear to put anything on this page at the moment. Oh, I've made a mistake there. Oh, look at that. I did a mistake. Anyway, using the grid. So it's using the cocktail paints. I just randomly added cocktail paints on. Used the new Crazy Paving stencil on the top. And then did all the squares. And obviously I've made a mistake there. I'll just put a half one in. I haven't got a pen on me, but I can just put a half one in. Nobody will really notice. But I love that page for some reason. I don't know why, but it just absolutely talks to me. Another one using the background. Now, this one, look at this. So this one is one of the lined pages. So I did the background really pale. It's an accidental cleanup page, okay? And then I took the stencil, drew around it, and used, this is Rainy Day paint. So put some Rainy Day paint on the top, wrote across it, and then just added some leaves on top. How effective is that? And nobody can really read it because I actually went across in lines, but you could just do each bit and then nobody would know what you've written. I just love that page. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. This one again with Last Release's new paints in there. We've got the blues, and then I added a little bit of cocktail on the top. And again, the new stencils, On Point and Crazy Paving. Oh, now that, oh, sneak peek. We have urchins there. We have more cocktail with urchins there. What have we got left? I'm not sure. Another background, because I always make more, as you know. Again, I just used the cocktail paint. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. Cocktail paints. That's probably going to write on it. That might be it. That might be it. So I'm just going to quickly go back to these ones. Oh, these never made it onto pages. Okay, so this is using the yellow and the orange. And I was going to make it into a flower. And this is using Wickalicious from last time. Now, can I just tell you, I've done quite... Where are those? I had a lot of those to show. I seem to have mislaid them. Wickalicious and Dreamalicious last time. Oh, I seem to have waylaid. Never mind. They were rather gorgeous. I know you'll believe me. But look what you can do. So, we started with a light colour, and then, so we started in the middle. We inked around in the middle, then we took a darker colour, and we inked all around with a darker colour, and then we took the even darker and we inked around with a darker colour, and then we finished off with a little bit of cranberry on the edges. And how gorgeous is that? And then I'm going to cut out another flower to offset, probably of this cranberry, of the offset to offset as well. So, oh, actually, I wonder if they're in this one. 1 minute. There's lots of top secret in this one, so I've got to... Actually, that is Daisy Dream from last time. So this is Bubblegum Pink, and these are Calypso Teal. So that's... and there will be a class. There will be a class of all the new stuff. Oh, this one. Forgot about this one. Look at this one. Totally forgot about this. This was using the square journal block, okay, that came out with my stamps. So I drew the square journal block, and then I put a mask on the top and masked it off and stamped around the edges and inked around the edges. And then I stamped with 9 different colours of the inks. When I brought these stamps out, I thought these inks would be ready. And the same with the hexagons. I thought they would be ready. This is what I planned on using, these and using the diamond dust. So, you know, how gorgeous. I'm just going to have to go back over here because there is top secret stuff that I might just have teased you with. No, can't see that, can't see that, can't see that, can't see that, can't see that. No, there you go. So, but here we go back to the ink sets. This is set 4. I'll just go through it again. Set 4, Laid Back Lilac, Cranberry Juice, Tree Bark and Balmy Nights. And they have, these come in a pack of 4. Pack like that. Re-inkers come separate, okay? Re-inkers always have a juicy pad. Set 3, we have Pure Sunshine, we have Vibrant Turquoise, we have Polished Jade, and we have Funky Fuchsia. That comes in 1 pack of 4. You have the re-inkers to go with it. Set 2, Squeezed Orange, London Blue, Cut Grass, and Postbox Red, okay? With re-inkers. And set 1, Black Marble, Bubblegum Pink, Calypso Teal and Dirty Martini, okay? So 16 pads. Now, just a little word of warning. The ink, because it's archival, shows through to in the back of my paper. It's normally not a problem because I decorate the back, but if you're not used to that, can you see a bit there? Some colours more than others. But don't panic, because you normally decorate the back of the page anyway. But I just wanted to tell you that. I just wanted to let you know that. And funnily enough, look at that. One of the lighter colours, the lilac, has come through the more. But any archival ink will do that anyway. Any archival ink will come through. But as I say, we're normally decorating the back of the pages, so it doesn't usually, you know, make a difference. And again, I mean, how fab is that? Jay did these. Jay did all these sets. She did them for me. So they're just stunning, aren't they? So, oh, and that was the other thing. Because it's an archival ink, you are going to want to keep your stamps clean. As you know, I'm not a stamp cleaner. I just wipe them because I normally only use black. Now, they've got to be clean, because if you stamp yellow and your stamp isn't clean, you're not going to get a nice yellow, okay? So this is the archival ink cleaner. It comes with a sponge top. Now, you don't scrub it. I went to get one out of the art department and all the tops were missing because they were scrubbing it. You just lightly stamp across it and then clean it. And I use one of these cloths. When you're finished for the day, I actually will take, you can see, look, this needs a clean. Let me clean one corner to show you. So you just dab it like so on there, and then I just use like a sackcloth, and then you just do that, and it brings it up and it takes all the ink off. Can you see the difference between that corner and the rest of the stamp? That's what you want, right? But if you use the stamp cleaner too much, it can make your stamps a bit fragile. So at the end of every day, when I've been stamping, I take, just at the end of the day, I take a baby wipe and I just neutralise that solution. So at the end of the day, I just, with a baby wipe or a wet cloth, and I just wipe so it's not constantly left. Okay, but you can see the difference already in your stamps. Yeah, this is shaming me. But when I only used black ink, it never bothered me. But now that I'm using coloured, that's what I advise that you do. So I'm going to recap really quickly. We have 4 sets of ink pads. Set 4, set 3, set 2, set 1. They all come with their own re-inkers. So there are 16 re-inkers. So these are just going to last you a lifetime, okay? I didn't really want big pads because I didn't. But you still need to be able to re-ink. So you can see these are the re-inkers here. So every single one of them has a re-inker. 16, you know, you really want a juicy pad. You're going to struggle otherwise, especially with your bigger stamps. Okay, so 4 sets of these, 16 re-inkers. We have 3 lots of stencils, large and small. We have urchin, which is replacing giraffe. We have crazy paving. And we have on point, and these are what I call doodle stencils, the dual purpose. The last lot were as well, and they come in large and small. And then the piece de resistance, the large ledger journal. Okay, 48 sheets of my most wonderful paper. It's the same paper, it's just printed on there. So 48 sheets of this, and it's got darker printing. If it's too dark, stick with the square. This was the square ledger. You can see the difference in size. That's the square ledger. It's got much lighter printing on there. I'm still going to be using both. You know me, I love a large ledger. I love a large book. But I have loved using this square, and a lot of my stamps are built for this. You know, a lot of the stamps that I design are made. They'll still go in the big one, but they're beautiful to go in here as well. Okay, so I hope you loved it. As I say, if you're coming to the weekend, we have got stock for you here. We've got loads of stock and we've got the free gift, okay? If you are not coming to the weekend, Ranger has it online now. They do bundles. If you're in the UK, Ben has it on at Art from the Heart. He has got bundles. Ted has got it at Stampers Anonymous. They have got bundles, okay? I've seen Scrapbook Central, so they're obviously getting it. Paper Parachute have changed the name to Pandemonium Arts and Crafts. They are getting it. Normally Elizabeth is on here. I'm not sure if she's on. Oh, Jennifer's, forgotten it. Elizabeth, are you on? Anybody else who's a store, give yourself a shout out, okay? Give yourself a shout out on here. I don't know whether stores will do bundles. I'm not sure, okay? If you're a dandelion, go into your dandelion club and I will be online with you shortly. If you're not a dandelion, after every release, I go live in my subscription-based dandelion club. Oh, Courtney's on. Is it Courtney or is it? Might not be. It might be Ken. And so scrapbooks. Sorry, hang on. Scrapbook and Memories. It could be Ken. It could be Courtney. I don't know. They're getting it. Scrapbook Central said definitely yes. So I will be going live in the Dandelion Club, and I give it all away. I give all this product away in the Dandelion Club. So I will be doing there. And this time next week, look out for me. I will be going live from Stampers Anonymous. Now, Stampers Anonymous buy everything Ranger. Ranger buy everything Stampers Anonymous. So we work in tandem. We work in tandem together. And I design products that will work with both as well. Okay, so you can get them at both. And then if you are in Akron, Ohio, not this Saturday, Sunday, the following Saturday, Sunday, I will be demoing all day long. I'll be demoing. So I will have all of this to demo with. I will have next week's launch to demo with. All sorts. Hopefully I'll be wearing caftans, but I've lost them. I seem to have mislaid my caftans, but we shall find them. And I will be wearing Crocs as well. Okay, thank you so much. So much. There will be many surprises. What?
Your workshop.
Oh, forgot. Thank you, Patty. Yes, Ben's just put me a comment there as well. There will be loads more surprises for weekend attendees at Ranger HQ. If you are coming this weekend to my altered book class, you have got sneak peeks. You are privy to secret information and lots of surprises. And Ben's got loads of bundles for you. Also, if you haven't seen it already, Dina and I are back together. Dina and I, we're doing a empowering 4 days here at Ranger. We're doing, we're calling it You Can Buy Yourself Flowers because it's about empowering yourself. I will have some of these flyers to give away at Akron. But if you want to join me and Dina, Emmy, I'm sure Emmy will pop a link up. There's a link on Dina's page. There's also a link on my page. We will be teaching the two of us together for 4 days at Ranger. We're going to be in the new Ranger warehouse, actually. And you'll come on the Thursday. You'll work all day Thursday. We'll provide you lunch. We'll provide you snacks. Friday, exactly the same, except we provide you a dinner at night. Saturday exactly the same, and we've got a cookout going on at night, and then same on Sunday, but we don't. So Thursday, Sunday, no evening meal. Friday, Saturday we do. Everything provided, and we're going to have so much fun. I'll have these with me at the show where you can scan. It's amazing, isn't it, that they've done that? But you can find the information on the Dylusions page and on the Art of Dina Wakely page. And you can book on either one. It doesn't matter. They both take you to the same link, okay? Most people are booking on on Dina's link, I think because it's in dollars. On my page, I can't put it in dollars. It won't let me. So it's in pounds. It will convert it for you and you can pay in dollars. It just only gives you the total in pounds for some reason. So at the moment, everybody's chickening out of mine and booking, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you book. If you want to join in the fun with the both of us, and it's not too late if you want to come tomorrow, you can always book and come tomorrow. So exciting. Give me 5 minutes to make a cup of tea and I will see you in the Dandelion Club. Thank you so much. I hope you're as giddy as me. I hope you love it as much as me. I hope you get it and you just go like this and stroke it all. Or is that just me? That's probably just me. Anyway, I'm going to fan myself down now, give myself a little cool, and I'll speak to you all later. Okay? Bye!